Hello everyone, it's Gamer Inspired here, and I'm back with another episode of my OpenTTD series. I just wanted to go over the plan of what I wanted to do this episode. Before I get to that though, I want to apologise for the lateness of this episode. I was busy last week painting a room and it took my time up and I couldn't do anything else really. So now that I've finished doing that, I can now come back and officially do another episode. Again, I'm now going to get back to the plan. So I'm hoping today to get this coal mine here hooked up, the Cranberry coal mine, just to hopefully get it set up. I also want to see how it's a bit weird going through. So what I'm thinking at the time. However, I will do that. The thing is, I want to ask. Like, this is annoying me because you can't delete these. These are radio towers, and you can't delete them. So, I'm very tempted to cheat and delete it, but I don't think I will. I think I'll just leave it there and just move around. But things to hook up over here, we have this coal mine over here. It's like, they're all really low, but as I explained in another previous episode, episode 2, this wasn't anywhere near 240, and I'm pretty sure that wasn't 180. That one's still going up. The more you transport, the more it'll make more to fill up the platform. So I think that's how it works anyway. But yeah, I've got this one to hook up as well. Probably we get a few done. There's also this one over here to do at some point, but yeah, let's see. Other than that, it was probably mostly be expanding this direction. Get this one, maybe get that one, probably that one at the same time as I go and look here. That sort of thing, and this one over here probably. But I want to get this, if I look at the map quickly and show you, I want to get this entire area here. Maybe disable all, turn on coal mine and power station only. Actually, just coal mine. So we're delivering them here, this massive blob here, and I want to kind of see, because eventually I want to get all the coal mines, and then I want to do every industry, like all farms, everything. That's my plan for the series. However, for the time being, it's just going to be coal. Just to say, just coal to start off with, get us a nice bit of income. Once we've got coal all done, it's just, the amount of money you have is ridiculous. So yeah, so we're going to continue delivering all the coal to one power plant. Also means the reason I do this is because it means I don't have to focus. I just have to connect everything to one line, and it saves money. But also, if I take coal from over here to here, quickly it'll give me more money. Because if I show you graph, coal payment rates, here we go, and we just look at them average amount of time. The amount of money you get per ton or whatever goes down, so you want to deliver it the furthest distance you can and the fastest you can. So for example, if I disable all and turn on coal, if we look at coal, so it's this grey one here, and now we'll label all again, now we know which one it is. Yes, coal doesn't give you the most, however the line it takes to grade, for the first bit, for the first day, 10 days, maybe 15 days, actually no, 20 days, sorry, the price doesn't change, and it's the highest one that does that. You've got goods here, it's the orange one, but that goes down straight away, and passengers also gives you so much money, but again, you lose most of your money after a certain amount of time, so it's just, I thought better to do coal, get coal sorted, because even if you spend 50 days, you still get pretty decent amount there, so yeah, gonna get that done. Let me delete that one, get rid of that. So yeah, I want to see if I can, between this episode and next episode, because I will be doing a double episode this week, or whenever this comes out, there'll be a double episode. And if I end up having to miss this week because of having to then do the voiceover for the time lapse, I'll then do a double episode and then another double episode to make up for it. I will keep up, and hopefully eventually, but I want to hook up this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and that one, just because I want to get this whole corner done and just be easier. Having everything from this area here, so we've managed to line up here, I want to get everything from this area eventually done first before I start that side mainly. putting it on screen doesn't help. You can't see that, but yeah, this entire side here, I want to get done at some point. But this side's my main focus. Little, you know, aim for do little bits, and the rest of it will look so much easier. Anyway, that's it from me. I'm going to basically mute the mic, mute the sound, and just continue going, play it, and I'll time lapse it and all sorts. If you want an episode, if you want me to upload a video explaining how I do all this setups and stuff, let me know in comments below, and I'll see if I can do that. One more thing, any suggestions for the series, anything you think I should do instead? Maybe you want me to go and do something else instead of coal for a bit, and then be back to coal. Let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Other than that, I'll see you in the next episode. So first of all, I'll start off, and I'm just going around seeing what I actually need to do again. I know I've just gone over what I'm going to do this episode, but I've just decided okay, I need to just sit down and think. So here's me just again messing around trying to get this to be a flat land and extending the line out so it continues as a straight line, and if we just connect everything to it, just makes it simple. So adding new signals in, checking some stuff out that way. So a bit more information. This is actually recorded it's been like 3 weeks before I did the actual first bit of the recording, and I've just not had time. I'm really sorry about this. So I can't barely remember what's happened in this episode or the next, or the one after that. So meh. So I'm gonna try and get back into swing of things now. So I'm just here. I'm just checking to see if I'm getting the right station size, hooking it up this way. I believe after all this, I decided actually I don't like any of this. So in the next episode coming up, I'll probably change the entire thing. But again, it's been what 3 weeks I think since I last did an episode. So I decided instead of re-recording the first bit, I'm just gonna just do it again. Not do it again, but just voice over this time lapse, and everything will be fine. So here you can see this me just catching up with this coal mine to the station. Oh, not station. What am I talking about? To the tracks or to the main line. Or main line. Let's call it main line north. Because what it is. So putting all the signals in. I don't know if it's this episode or the next one. Oh no, this episode or the previous one. Again, it's been a while, and I should have probably checked over this, but I can't remember if I redid all the signals because they were too close. It's been a while, so I can't remember. So yeah, I'm just checking around, making sure everything's running smoothly, speeding up occasionally everything up. Again, I apologise for the choppiness of this when I fast forward it. It's because the game fast forward is take it as fast as the CPU can take it, which then when I'm recording makes it all choppy. When I'm not recording, it's fine, but it's not really a big issue really. So here's me going around. I'll label everything that I need to hook up, within this episode or the next one. So I'm trying to do this, and I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting this right. So okay, I must be getting it right then. So I just basically got good in main line. I was working out how I'm going to do this with the town in front, but I said that'll be a thing for another time. So yeah, it's just me looking at the coal mine saying, okay, I would hook this one up now. How much would that roughly cost me? Because it's going to cost me a bit. And this is me looking at the signals going, I think it's me looking at the signals goes, that doesn't seem to line up properly. Maybe I'll sort that out a bit. So yeah, here's me deciding, making sure I'm getting this right, where it's going to line up to. Because I don't want it to line up in the wrong place, or I might want to be in a certain area. So this just makes everything a lot more easier. So I decided, okay, I'll take the line going to the coal power plant off here. So, yep, just working out, make sure everything lines up. And then I spent quite a while just judging, because I don't like to have a one diagonal corner. And I can't have a 90-degree corner, because I've said the game, I've just basically said it as a rule, I can't do it, and there's such a thing. So here I decided, actually, there we go, perfect. More than one, and it just make sure everything's smoothened out, because gotta be smooth. So more signals. The amount of signals you have to put in this game is just kind of ridiculous to make sure everything runs smoothly. But yeah, here's me wondering when it's me just putting the actual back to the power plant in. I decided I'll put it off this corner here, make sure everything's smoothed out again. So I decided I'll just smooth out the entire thing here, and then realise actually that's not what I want. So I just smooth it out in a weird way repeatedly. Yeah, everything's smoothed out. There you go, perfect. More signals because need a lot of them. And it's me just messing around with the signals here, going, oh, yeah. I'd made my trains I think 4, 5 long, and then put the signals of a gap of 5 long, and then that means the signal, even though it looks visually, it looks like the train's fine, it needs to be 6 long. I can't actually quite see it on this preview because I'm basically, from when I record this, I'm looking at a preview and speaking of it. Yeah, basically I put them in all the wrong place, so I have to go around the entire system, just changing all the signals around, and then try and work out a hotkey for this, and nope, it just messes up. So I'd spend this long time just getting it so all the signals are the right gap, so they don't end up waiting with a massive gap between each one. Then I realised if I'm going to do this now, I might as well do all of it all at once. So it's going to take some time, but oh well, we'll do it anyway. So yeah, I'm just going around making sure everything's correct and realising more signals, more, and yeah, just taking so long. Removing every single signal that's already on the line, and then making sure the new ones are placed properly and they don't have any interference. So I finally finished that off. So I could then finally start putting all the new stations in. So yeah, so put the first station in, and then after this I'll explain how I might explain how I'm gonna do it next time. So as this time I said actually, yeah, I'll have this electric train. This episode I do actually change to electric trains. You'll see that a bit later on. I don't mind going from normal railway to electric trains. That's not hard. It's just when you go from electric trains or normal railway to monorail or maglev, you have to then put all the trains in a station or in a depot and replace the entire track and then rebuild all your trains. So that could take a time, but that'll be a later episode. So here's me hooking up the first the station, making sure everything's in properly, putting more signals, this time with the correct spacing, deleting that sign because I don't need it anymore because it's already hooked up. So yeah, here's me just basically putting it the next line, so where we'll go next, because this is so it can separate off and go to the next station. So just making sure the signal's in the right place. I wiggle it around because it won't actually fit properly, but I'll work it out anyway. So here's me flattening all the land out so I can put the station in. Putting the exit on here first because I think it's getting the exit round so that I can just do them both at the same time, and then putting the depots in because I don't want them to break down halfway, and then it's me trying to work out how this exactly goes because every time I do it, I always do it either differently or just completely forget what I'm doing. Putting it in so that everything lines up properly, deciding how I want to do this. So I decided I'll just go with the approach of just bring it to the next that line and just do it that way. It looks more neat that way, and then putting more signals in. Yes, more signals, all the signals. And then I just sitting around just thinking about how I'm doing this properly or not. Sorry. So just sitting here thinking about what I'm supposed to be doing again. There's a lot of thinking in this game, in my opinion. Just working out how I'm going to do this. I think this is the point where I'm like realizing I could do this completely differently, and for some reason I don't go through with it because if I did it now, it'd be a lot easier. Because I think the idea I came up with was we send all the trains up the main line because I'm about to hook up another 2 coal mines. Send all the trains up for these 4 coal mines, send them up the line, bring them to those top 2 coal mines, like have the loop just loop around so you don't have to keep going forwards and backwards. Like it'll be a lot easier if I'm probably gonna do this next episode actually. I'll probably end up doing this. So here's me just basically adding all trains with this. But yeah, next episode I'll redo the tire line to show you, in my opinion, probably a slightly more efficient way of doing this. Maybe more that doesn't impact on the main line as much. So here's me adding more signs. This is basically adding a sign saying, do I want to add a double line because it's a hill and hills do slow trains down quite a lot if they're carrying stuff, and trains will always be carrying stuff up that hill, so it's gonna be annoying. Just making sure everything's running smoothly. Just watching this out. Ooh, new aircraft, but I don't bother with aircraft because, in my opinion, aircraft in this game are just so cheaty. You set one up and they just keep going, and going. They might crash a few times, but it's just ridiculous. So here's me realizing I could change this slightly here. And see if I can make it run a bit more smoothly. And because currently a lot of trains get to here and they stop, which is kind of annoying. So I just sat here wondering how can I change this so it'll be more efficient, which is this game again. Decided I can't do anything about that at the moment. I'll do it later. So just be looking at all the trades, make sure they're all making money. If they're not making money, why aren't they making money? So yeah. Some of them aren't making money, so it's kind of annoying. So I have to go and do some more stuff with it. So here's me going, actually, you know what? It's time. I'm going to replace all my trains to be electric train. All of them. Yep. And here's me doing the track conversion. So I basically select all my track and convert it all to electric. And then I make sure everything's changed over and start converting to the new. Basically, at this point, it's like the latest train. I'm deciding which electric one, because there's two at the moment. Which one I want is important. There's one with more reliability, or there's one with less reliability, but it's more powerful. The more you use a train, I believe the more reliable it becomes, but I can't quote me on that. So it's me just making sure everything's lined up properly. A bit more track here, and yes, now I've got all this lots and lots of wires everywhere. New trains, new sounds, but you can't hear them because I've to save space, I don't record the sound while recording the hour-long thing. Also, it'd be a bit annoying hearing this sound rapidly. I just see it's a really bad idea. All trains converted over. I say stop replacing, and there we go. We've got lots of electric trains now. They're not quite this fast normally, but because I'm speeding it up, it's going to be 4 times as fast. But oh well. So yeah, just making sure the signals are in correctly. Here's me trying to use the signals how they're supposed to be used. Like you have an entrance, there's a signal which is like an entry, a signal that's an exit, but for some reason I can't get it to work. I've tried multiple times. For some reason, it just does not work. Like it says that's just one station, but no. I said okay, I'll go back to the old approach. I'll have a one-way path signal, and then have lots of normal block signals as the exits, and that seems to work for me. So that's what I'll do. At some point, I might go see if I could get it to work, but well, and here's me just again working out if I can make it more efficient. Trains breaking down, all sorts. Speed up game up a bit because why not? Get a bit more money. So, yep, just me for the next a minute or two, I think. Just sitting here watching everything, making sure everything runs smoothly. Well, this also gives me a time to think about what I'm actually going to be doing. So I'll then make sure these stations are. If I need more trains for them, because I want to have a train there all the time. And you see the station's got quite a lot of trains now. And I realized, oh, actually, I haven't changed these signals yet, so I just move the signals along a bit, so they line up better. Because otherwise, they'll start interfering with the main line, and I don't want that. Make sure this one's here is correct as well. So when I changed all signals earlier, I did forget to do all these mini stations, so I'll go around, I think, now actually and do them all quickly. This episode is a lot about making sure the signals are in the right place and they're doing the right thing, which does take quite a while. And I had a few more signals move a few around here and there because they're in the wrong place, in my opinion. So yeah, again, I'm going to apologise for the lateness of this episode. It's been a while. I've been meaning to do one of these quite quick soon, but I always forget, and then I run out of time, and then it's just stuff happens. So trying to get back into it again. So I'm going to try and go back to that one episode a week plan. I might at some point bulk record a load of 1 hour episodes, and then that'll be it. And then I'll just voice them when I feel like it. The thing that slowed me down this one was I didn't want to doing this talking over it. It's time consuming. They were sitting down for 1 hour. It's not time consuming. What are you about? But no, it's this bit. It's a daunting task sitting here, making sure everything runs. Making sure I've got because I can't have, if it all interrupts, I have to pause it. Both I have to pause the preview and the recording, and it's just stuff. So yeah, again, this is me just making sure everything's. It's like as I said, not much happening here. So yeah, that's pretty much the end. See you.